Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome back to this series. If you are new to this wonderful series, please enjoy today's review of the energies of the numerology, and then start at the 0 point Divine Soul Matrix X Moment video and enjoy leading up to this now. Today we're talking about 17 degrees. The 17 is a very powerful number. We're going to add that 1 and that 7 together to create the 8, which is all about personal power and unity consciousness and alignment and kind of like the Jedi mastery, right? Where we're always prioritizing our alignment, doing all the steps, the tools, whatever it takes. So we're prioritizing our frequency of being and how aligned we feel, and really allowing our emotions to assist us to navigate, and also sensitivity to energy, to perceiving energy qualities around you. So it's the internal mastery level work. Then through the emotional field, working with your environment, feeling in what are the qualities of the new reality that you are building. So we're going to take it a step further outside of the self. What are the habits that lead up to those qualities? That is part of the new story, the new personal myth in your evolutionary process. Where you see yourself going, what are your dreams or your desires, wherever that spark of magic and inspiration is for you, that you're really excited to have the change or to create or so on. Whatever is very beautifully feeling like the next level of your experience. Whatever that means for you. What are the habits, the routines? Bringing this into the day-to-day world and taking action from that place, and you're then essentially picking yourself up and plopping yourself into that new timeline. And it just takes a little bit for everything to sync up within. It's a process. And so it's laying the foundation or the blueprinting for where we're going. And we may not have all the details of where we're going, but we have a few inclinations and intuitive feelings and inspired little inklings, different snippets here and there. Even if it's just by how it feels. Does this feel aligned or not aligned? Does this feel good or not good, right? So this is where there is some mirroring. And you have to challenge yourself to push beyond your comfort zone as you are called to do. And the nice thing about this is that you will be led, you will be guided, with that divine impulse to take an action step or to do something that takes you beyond your comfort zone. And energetically, it's actually assisting you to invest more energy and build more to where you want to go. So it's building the internal architecture so that that becomes the new self, which is a part of the change we wish to see, wherever we are reformed within. And there are many lessons right now that are very deep in this process. Saturn has completely stopped. And so you want to use this opportunity wherever you feel perhaps stuck, or maybe you feel like you're in a room with no windows and doors with something, like you have not found the solution to something, but it's kind of really dominating your awareness, or wanting to feel good. And like, well, where do I create that? And making sure it's unconditional. So there are illusions and delusions with this 17/8. So this is the second octave of the 8. And this is massive for our consciousness, because you start to perceive a lot more of what is around and out there inside, what is clearing. And we get the visual of, it's almost like you're sitting still and you're maybe meditating, or even you're lying down, and yet you're going through the speed of light at warp speed. So you're still, but it's still pouring all around and through you. And we're seeing it as these light tubes, right? Going at the speed of light, flying past you and all through. All of this photonic light is stimulating and pushing a lot of buttons. So it's a very emotional experience of what are we feeling about our outer world with other people and situations and relationships. How is this impacting the emotional world within, and vice versa. And that's where the 8 is the infinity, the loop on its side, inner to outer. As within, so without, right? As without, so within. So it's time for that emotional mastery now, to take that energy outside of ourselves, to build with and create with. And 8 is that powerful dragon energy, Kundalini life force energy. It's Pluto, it's magnetism. That number 17 is a very sacred number representing God in many ancient cultures. There's even a faction, if you want to say, in the etheric realms that all of us have similar codons with, called K17. And it's like a divine archangelic squadron, if you will, of light beings, right? Angelic light warrior beings here, holding the line on earth, holding the love and the light and the integrity and the balance in place. Very powerful. K17. I'm sure you're a part of it with me. Because we're in this series together too, you know. So this is a very profound energy of self-mastery, unity with God, source, self-intelligence, the divine within. And then how do we take that alignment into the outer world? How does that integrity and mastery and responsibility show up? And how are we building the foundations through our everyday in these small but very sacred kind of rituals and routines of being? So we have to look at our lifestyle choices, our diet, our sleep schedules. Are we really giving our all every day as is aligned? Perhaps it's to completely pause and just do self-care. You have to tune in to what is highest aligned each day. And if you need to rest with all these light body upgrades, because there are so many. So the body is also purging the last 16-year cycle from it. More emotion. So if you feel like, wow, you could almost drown in the amount of emotion, just know, yeah, it's happening. And the moon is going into Pisces too. So we're going very deeply into emotion from the past, the last cycle of time, where we're going, and what's in front of us right now as well, what we're observing on so many levels. This is the most information we have ever received and had to process through our bodies. And it's coming at us like the speed of light. So make sure you're breathing and you're taking it easy and you're slowing down and you're honoring the process and staying soft and grateful for emotional information to navigate, because it is very powerful information. Even though there are a lot of things we don't know or answers we're eagerly waiting for, this is the information right now to focus on and work with. So thank you so much for joining me. Remember to do your energetic practices, have beautiful, healthy, healing foods, find the practices, rituals, schedules, or the routines to live that life now, whatever it means. So having some structure to build your new reality by committing to devoting energy every day in whatever is the highest aligned way to that which is important to you, to that which is the new story, the new myth, the new life, your highest timeline, so on. So many ways to say, you know, your dreams, your dream life, or where you would like to see change. Well, the change begins within, so what can we change now and adapt and improve that expresses more love for self and more commitment and discipline to the journey through the most simple aspects of our day-to-day lives. Even things like your rituals of taking a bath and being with the elements, the water elements, or spending time outside, the self-care. So you want to incorporate everything that matters that builds your new reality somehow, some way into your day. And it doesn't mean you get to it every single day. You don't want to have a list and you have to hit that list every day. No, just commit to serving yourself, serving divinity, serving the new energy. So you have to receive it in order to share that energy and to build with that energy. So we want to inhale deeply and be so thankful for the abundance and the richness in that full breath. And then exhale out all of the old. And remember that as the old stories leave, emotions, whatever we're clearing right now, because it's like clearing on steroids, because light is pouring through us. Like I said, we're traveling at the speed of light. So you want to just keep letting it fly off of you, keep going. Rest and relax, surrender. Just give yourself permission to pause and just be, and allow anything that is extra to fall off. It's kind of a monk day. It feels like a very sacred day, you know, more internal time. For me, no screen time. Really need to rest my eyes from screens and just observing what we're seeing within happening and what we're seeing with our mind. So the electromagnetics are like pulling programs up to see with this photonic light as well. That's why we're saying like, yeah, this is a mixed bag. You've got everything in here. It's a lot of information to take in. And you start to see how it goes so fast that the conscious mind can't perceive it all at once. That's a mastery skill we work towards, right? That's like the omnipotent vision, which we all have, but it's a muscle. You have to strengthen that. So where it goes first, that we realize often first, is the body. So tension in the body, aches and pains in the body, maybe a little injuries. You want to make sure you're in your body. You know, be very careful driving around. So the body information and messages and the emotional realm information and messages are what we want to be with and just honor and let them kind of blow through us and just watch whatever is coming up, feel it, and say thank you for showing me, on to the next. Don't hold on or wallow. So just trust the energy. It can be like a really nice, relaxing, lazy river, with the golden sun shining on the water. You're going really slow and it's very chill and you're just floating along. But there is some nice movement. You are moving forward, you're moving downstream, and it's great. But it's really nice and slow and relaxed. And you can just lay there and just be supported. Just float on down. And so that's something we can remember, is that we can float too. For those who are tired by all of these dynamics, because it is, again, so much information for our consciousness to process. So the body processes the light, the emotions process the light, the mind processes the light. Then you've got the programming of all the unconscious shit in all those places that's getting activated so that you can clear them and integrate even more. So very powerful times, very deep, very intimate, actually, interrelational experience from an energetic level and an emotional level, which is the energy and motion of the inner realm and then out there, right? So all the people in our world on all the levels, everything, social media, communities, professional, family, any kind of relational energies right now. New Earth with the Aquarian age. We are so excited to embrace all of that, and yet we have to make space for it by flushing out, where we have stories within of anything, any of the hardship or the limitation or the suffering or how fucking hard it was. You want to acknowledge how hard the last 16 years have been and how much you have learned and grown as well. So you want to feel it all, right? It is a mixed bag of feeling. You could feel multiple things at once, the joy and the releasing any despair that you may have experienced. This has been a very powerful cycle for people. Honor that, honor yourself, and enjoy the power of the 17, the divinity, and that kind of badass archangelic Jedi master space, right? Yeah, so hopefully this is all clear. We're deeply in it as well, friends. And wishing you, again, a beautiful experience. And thank you for joining us. And see you soon. Namaste. Hey everyone, we are going to interrupt this broadcast for a quick little infomercial to share with you several opportunities that we have to go really deep with the information that we are presenting. And we are going to be spending the next 30 days from the 0.0 all the way to the 29th mastery degree of this solar journey with Scorpio and Pluto, diving deep into our subconscious and really starting to access hidden realms of pure power. And we have this opportunity, awakening the sleeping phoenix, if you are really wanting to go even more deeply with applying this information. Here we have the opportunity for you to access pure, untapped nuclear soul power through what we're calling a form of an energetic detox and a massive subconscious cleanup. We have a couple options here to meet you where you are. So if you're on more of a budget right now, we are offering a self-guided soul tour experience where you can actually download this ebook that I've created, Anchoring Your True North. And this is a star map, a manual for your own self-discovery to support your own awakening process, to connect more with your divine purpose. And I'm sharing here 5 of my favorite systems that I have been using in my own awakening journey that have really taken me to new levels, so new depths and new heights of self-seeing. So this is a wonderful and comprehensive introduction to 5 different mystery school chart systems based on your birth chart, your soul incarnation codes. And it's all self-guided. So I share with you in depth how to pull all of these charts so that you can do a self-guided version if you like. So all you have to do is go log in and create a learner account at the Mystery School site. Details are in the description box below. Click on the True North Compass Guide, and here's some lovely information. You'll start to see how in depth I go with my work. The value that I want to bring is really share a lot of information to support you at these times of transformation. So you can see some of the details here, and to just click and basically get this course added to your dashboard. Then if you want to go deeper, we're offering a mastery class, the Phoenix Rising, Pluto and your cosmic soul keys. And this is a deep dive. If you've ever done any mastery empowerment classes with me, or if you're new to my work, I take you really deep. There's a lot of information in here. We cover so much, and you'll see more when we actually look at the landing page for this course. But this actually includes, for your investment, the full video mastery course, an ebook to go along with it to apply even more deeply what we're covering and explore, and a session with me For less than the price of one session, you are getting this whole master course and a session with me to review and more deeply anchor in all that we are discovering, all that you are seeing. So I'm here to serve as a sacred mirror for you in this process. When you go to the landing page, you're going to start to really get an idea of how comprehensive this class is. So I'm sharing a little bit about how astrology came to me and my journey, going over the benefits of this class, which some of the most important things to note is this is about embodying your Phoenix rising key codes and really taking our power back from stories, fears, anxieties, and so on, and an in-depth exploration of your gifts and talents, professions, and also reviewing what you mastered in past lives and what you came here to master for this cycle. And that's just one aspect of the class. We cover a lot. So you can go to the landing page to see even more. These are the systems that I discovered over time, digging more and more and more deep to be able to recognize myself and to trust my service mission and so many aspects of this. And once you purchase this course, I will get notified and I will reach out to you to schedule your session. So thank you so much for checking all of this out, for joining me for this little commercial, and welcome to the Mystery School too. It's fun to share that with you, and we'll get back to the program now.